Hey everyone, how you doing? My name is Kyle. I just decided to do a nice little overview of my FRS. It's a 2015, has 52,000 kilometers on it. I bought it just over a year ago, completely bone stock. Since then, I've done quite the extensive amount of mods to her. The first thing I actually did is I dropped it on 3P management from Airlift with Airlift performance struts, front and rear. Allows me to slam her right to the ground. I'm also running these BlackRock steel NASCAR style rims for the winter. Yes, this is my winter setup. I drive this car all year round. Winter, summer, spring, fall, you name it. I'm from Barrie, Ontario, and the weather is definitely not that great. Though, believe it or not, being on bags in the winter, I've had zero issues in the last 2 years. This car honestly is amazing in the winter, especially with factory LSE. In the rear, I have the 2018 8.6 taillights swapped over and the 2018 8.6 rear bumper. I also did a third brake light mod and changed my reverse lights just to LEDs. I did a single exit muffler delete, custom by myself. I used to have UEL, Borla headers, catalyst front pipe, and full N1 to the back, but it was way too much drone. It honestly sounded terrible. Now this is nice, it sounds pretty damn tuned, it's not too loud. Still spit some good backfires. Honestly, out of the 8 exhaust systems I've had, this is probably my favorite one so far. I have the CS side skirts down there. Those ones are actually the ones from eBay. Honestly, they're polyurethane. I've had them for like 2 years and I haven't had a single issue with them, never cracked, never anything like that. I have the Lag Sport duckbill in the rear that I actually molded in seamless. As you can see, nice smooth lines. It has the Rocket Bunny V1 Authentic kit on it that I actually took over 60 hours to make seamless and seamed it into the actual car itself. So as you can see, some nice beautiful lines, smooth. Just looks a lot better. It doesn't look like bacon patched on fenders. It actually looks clean now, which I'm quite happy about. I also have these Spec D headlights that I actually took apart, baked in the oven, and painted the strip in anodized red, just to make them look a little bit different than everybody else who has them, because these are definitely one of the more popular lights for the FRS or BRZ. I also have the bottom LED fog lights that I actually tinted red, and I have actually removed the factory signal in the bumper and just tied everything into the actual Spec Ds in the front there. Back on the back window, I have this rear window visor that, to be honest, I love. It was like 110 bucks off eBay. Probably one of the better fitting things that I've ever actually seen come from eBay in my life. My wheel specs are 17 by 9.5 in the rear with an effective -60 offset. And to be honest, it could still come out a little bit more because I can still fit about a half a finger up in there. The fronts though were a little bit too aggressive. They're 17 by 8.5 with an effective -28 offset. And as you can see, when I air out, it literally just sits right on top of the tire pretty much, depending on which way that the steering wheel is angled a tiny bit. In the rear, I have Godspeed V2 lower control arms and Godspeed V2 toe arms so that I can get my alignment back in spec. The car actually is in spec, which is nice, instead of being way cambered out and driving like a bag of crap. As I said, in the 2 years of running Airlift, even through the winter and stuff, I honestly, knock on wood, haven't had a single problem, which is nice. Out of the 10 cars I've had in the last 3 years, I tell you, this is by far one of my favorite cars. It's currently for sale, which I will probably regret after it sells, just because I'm looking to move on to a little bit of a different project in the near future. Secrets. But other than that, this car came along quite nicely in just under a year of modifying and whatnot, and kind of banged it out a lot faster than I thought I was going to. I used to have an OFT on it and stuff, but to be honest, that OFT was garbage. I was running a custom burble tune that I made myself, and it backfired real loud, especially when I was catless and stuff. But on a regular basis, it just feels a little bit childish, sitting there running a consistent burble tune, in my personal opinion. But yeah, that's her. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy.